Hey guys, it's Richard at Altfins. Today I'm going to review some past recent trades, breakouts of THETA and Tron Trx that worked out really well. We did videos on those 2 weeks ago. You can check those out on YouTube. And also we're going to take a look at additional breakouts that I'm seeing. I'm seeing really a lot of bullish formations and breakouts really after weeks of consolidation in the marketplace. It's probably partly driven by the strength in the bellwether coin Bitcoin, which got another boost yesterday from the announcement that Goldman Sachs is preparing a product to be launched in the second quarter, so anytime now, that will allow its wealth management clients to invest into Bitcoin. And we're seeing such examples really across the board gradually trickle in from really major investment banks and platforms, asset management platforms like Fidelity and others. But of course, if Bitcoin is doing well, then the altcoins will do, generally speaking, even better. Let's take a look at a couple of trades that we did a couple of weeks ago. First of all, let me make an announcement real fast that we have launched our platform. It went live, came out of beta 2 days ago, and we're running a special really 15 to 30% discount on our subscription plans. That will this offer ends on 6th of April. So if you're looking to use our platform in all of its glory, I suggest that you do take advantage of this offer. Even as a free registered user, you still have access to a lot of content, but it is now restricted. So let's go ahead and take a look at the past trades we did, and we made videos on those. If you recall, we did a THETA, which we noted that it was experiencing a breakout. So let's take a look at THETA real quick. Take a look at the curated chart from back 19th March. As you can see here, we noted that it broke from through a resistance of about $8. That was a good signal that this coin was ready to continue its very strong uptrend, and it really did that, just that. In fact, if you look at it here, it broke through the 8. Let's go ahead and add the trade that I had placed at that time. So this is a really neat feature. I recommend that you do that. That if you do connect your exchange trading accounts like Binance or Kraken to our platform, then you can look at your past trades even in the chart. So if I go ahead and show the trade that I did back on 19th of March, I bought about 400 THETA for $8.82, so just about right here, and it looks like I'm up about 40%. I'm still at 50% since then, so about $4. And so now it's going to consolidate here a bit, and I think it will continue its uptrend from here on. As we can see, the MACD had peaked right here. If I really wanted to be nitpicking, I would have probably sold it here as the MACD histogram. You see these histogram chart bars. As they begin to decline, the momentum is diminishing, and this coin is beginning to consolidate. Maybe it's going to be just a short pullback, but if you really wanted to time your exits, I would have sold it here as the histogram, MACD histogram, begin to decline. But I'm hanging in there. I'm not trading frequently enough to keep up. So that trade worked out really well. And the other one that we did was Tron Trx. That one took a while to really come to fruition. It was another break through the 6 cent level right here. And so I went ahead and placed a trade here, and I bought it at 40,000 units of Tron at about 6 cents and 6.3 cents, right? And it just kind of, it looked like a false breakout, and it pulled back to its 50-day moving average, this right here, and then it broke through again, and hasn't looked back since. As you can see, huge candle over here. So so I'm up you know, another 50% or so in a couple of weeks time. Great trades. Not saying all of these will work out just like this, but it is worth paying attention. You can see a lot of these, well, all of these setups that we actually provide here. There's 30 coins that we regularly update these setups for you. In fact, today we updated about 4 of them right here. So if you click on that, you can see exactly what we're saying, what's the setup here, if there's a potential breakout or emerging situation here. So take a look at the curated charts, is the section where we do our own in-house technical analysis. And with this, I noticed a few things. So I go to my alerts, typically where I start my day with, and I look at the alerts. So I always set up alerts for key levels, support, resistance levels. That's really the building blocks, and the MACD crossover, bullish or bearish. Those are really the building blocks for my technical analysis, at least. It's all about key levels, support, resistance, and momentum, which is MACD. And so I created alerts. I have a lot of alerts on the coins that I keep track of. And for every one of those, I have an alert for a resistance level, like here, Bitcoin about 60. I have an alert that will alert me when Bitcoin is below 50. So that's the support. And then also I typically set up alerts for MACD crossovers. So here I noticed a couple of things. One is linked, Chainlink had a bullish MACD crossover. I got alerted, in fact, today. So let's take a look at Chainlink. As you can see, here's the MACD crossover indicated by the buy flag. Let's open it a little bit bigger. I'm going to add the candlesticks to this chart. And so the momentum has shifted to a positive, bullish. The key level here is resistance is at $30. We already had a couple of false breakouts. So clearly it doesn't always work out. It's now pushing up against that again. In fact, looks like it was above that $30 level for a little bit. Now it's pulled back. So I'm gonna watch this. I have an alert set up for this level so that if it does close, and for me the key is that it needs to close above that level at the end of the day, then I might put a long trade to go long here. So not ready here yet. Litecoin, LTC, I got also a notification, an alert that there was a bullish MACD crossover. As you can see, that's the case. There's a buy flag here. Let's take a look at the candlestick chart here, and maybe a little longer history. And as you can see here, not a clear case here, in that I can see there's a lower high here, right? And so the trend is slightly broken here. And in fact, I'd say there's a triangle, a symmetrical triangle forming here and here. And so that would suggest for me that we're seeing some bullish momentum, but it's probably going to reach 210, 220 level. Still, decent 5-10% gain, but it's likely to then roll over again and continue to basically form a symmetrical triangle. So here again, yeah, the $200 level is also some significant resistance. If I see that breakthrough, maybe I'll put on the trade for 5-10% potential gain, but not ready yet, since it hasn't broken that $200 level. But I'm on the notice thanks to my alerts. I suggest that you do use those alerts. Even as a free registered user, you do have the ability to set up your own alerts. But what I did see in my alerts, caught my attention, was this Tezos breaking above the 450 level, which I set up as an important resistance level. As you can see, it's actually trading now above that. let's take a look at the candlesticks. So this alert came yesterday. And as you can see, yesterday, it actually comfortably closed above that 450 level. So that for me, and it opened there today. So that for me is a clear indication that it's broken the resistance of 450. And again, if you go to the curated charts, you would have noticed that that's a key level that I identified. And from here, the next key level, if we zoom out a little bit to a 3-month chart, is really the last or the all-time high of about $5.50 or $5.65 is really where I see it going now. And so I'm going to go ahead and place a trade here. And let's see, let's find out where it trades. Tezos, I have 6 different exchange accounts. And so that way I can choose the exchange that has the greatest volume. So let's go ahead and go to, I'm sorry, Tezos right here. If I drill in, I'll get to the pair level and I'll see, okay, which pair is the is most traded. It's the Tezos and USDT. I know I have some dollars on Kraken, so let's go ahead and drill down there and make sure that this pair is traded on Kraken. Indeed it is, so I should be good there. In fact, now that I'm on the asset level, I'm going to click go to trade view, which will open up my trading module already pre-filled with Kraken as the exchange, the pair, Tezos versus the dollar. I'm going to take a look at the chart just to double check that I'm not doing anything silly. Okay, that's the right one here. It's also indicating that on Kraken I still have a balance of almost $7,000. I'll look at the order book. The spreads between bid and ask are very tight, which is what you want to see. So let's go ahead and let's look at the chart again. So the key level was 450, if you remember. Now we're at 476. The target now is the previous, or really the all-time high of 550. So you know, it's a decent 20% gain or so. So should I be really nitpicky and try to, you know, buy at the best price? I think I'm okay with this price, frankly. I'm gonna go ahead and place the trade as it is and get involved. So let's do a limit buy. Best price right now is about 470. That's fine. I'll say okay. I'm okay with 480 as max, so slightly higher to make sure that I get filled. And I want to buy about $5,000 worth. So that would be about 1,000 units of Tezos. Let's go ahead and send that trade. And it was placed successfully. And as you can see, it's in my transaction history right here. Super. Let's go back to my alerts. And the other interesting breakout situation was Binance Coin Bnb. As you can see, it's broken through the $300 level. In fact, if you go back to the patterns, curated charts, let's see, where's my analysis of BNB right here? That was updated yesterday. And here in this analysis, we mentioned that we see a breakout here through the $300 level. It had been consolidating in an ascending triangle, which is typically a bullish continuation formation, meaning it continues. Typically, it breaks out in the direction of existing trend, which in this case is an uptrend. And looks like it has broken out. It closed yesterday. It closed above that level, and today it's trading, I believe, once again above that $300 key level. So let's go ahead and go to the screener. Let's go on the coins tab and find BNB right here. Looks like it's the third largest market cap now. And let's look at the chart here. Yes, so it closed on the 30th. It closed above the $300 level. Yesterday it closed above it as well, just barely, and today it's trading above it. So to me, it's a clear breakout. It's held this level now for 2-3 days. The chances that this is a false breakout are lower. I'm not saying that there still couldn't be, but I think at this point we're headed back to the all-time high of about 350. So, you know, a decent another 10-15% gain. So let's go ahead and place the trade here. I assume that Binance Coin is going to be traded with the greatest volume on Binance Exchange, where I do have an account connected to our platform. So let's go ahead and look up Binance BNB trading versus USDT. There it is. I have about $5,000 in Tether available to trade Binance Coin. Let's double check the chart here. All right, we can even go down to about 15-minute level chart to see how it's been doing today, more or less, or really in the last few hours. Let's go to the 1 hour chart, and we'll see that, you know, it's bounced around that $300 level. It's broken it a little bit and it's bounced back. It's held it. It really has held it. And so you know, no reason to be particularly cute. I could put a limit price closer to 300, 312. Okay, I'm gonna do, I think it might pull back to about 310, not far from here. So I'm gonna say limit buy, or in fact, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna buy some now, about half of my position. I'm gonna get involved. So best price, fine. I want to buy about $2,500 worth. So let's see, that's 50% of my position of my cash. So let's go ahead and send that. That should go through more or less immediately. Not yet, it's in the open orders, I guess. All right, fine. And the other one, I'm going to put a bit lower, say 310, another about 8 units of Binance Coin, and that's going to go into my open orders as well. So hopefully one of these two will get, if not both of them, will get executed, and I will go ahead and get involved at these levels. So that's the two really interesting situations, breakout situations. Again, I encourage you to take a look at the automated patterns that we have on our platform. Could be a great source of trade ideas, as well as curated charts. And you do use those alerts for alerting you of potential resistance and support level breakouts, as well as MACD crossovers. Those are really key trade triggers and catalysts. Hope this video helps. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email us at support@altfins.com. Have a great day.